Hey, Mox here. Just another day on the ice planet of Hoth. Not exactly great beach weather, so thought we might work on a little bit more Wing Chun. And today, the larp drill, which we all practice a lot. Now, for many people, larp is the pulling hand is an introduction into the idea of trapping, or so they think. Trapping hands, how do I trap hands? A lot of people interested in that. But to me, the notion of trapping hands, well, that in itself is a trap.
It's a trap!
It's a trap. Because we don't really want to trap hands. What does that really achieve? We really want to try to break structure so that we can strike. So let's have a look at larp sao.
Yes. Now, with the larp sao drill, there are many different aspects that we could look at about controlling the hands, maintaining the center line, how to attack and do the punch properly. There are many aspects, but let's just focus on this larp hand, the pulling hand, which many people are interested in because they think this is how we trap our hand. With our larp sao, we want to try and think of putting ourselves in a win-win situation. What do I mean by that? Okay, so his hand is here, and by using the proper structure, I will strike through. If I cannot strike through, so that's win number one. Because I have good structure, I can strike through. But he's too strong for me, so he kept me out. But still, I'm still going to win, win-win. So because he resists me using his structure, it allows me to larp. If his hand was soft, then, so his hand is soft, my larp is pretty ineffective. So just latching his hand, no good. But, because we have the first bit, if his hand was soft, then I'd be coming through. But he resists me, so I larp. So this is what I mean, win-win. Whatever he does, I want to come out ahead. This is my philosophy. But I don't know that until I go into it. So I do not see a hand there and say, oh, that would be perfect for a latch. Man, why would I do that? If I could go through, I would go through. But I go through, I can't, then I latch. We want to try and do as little as possible. If I do not do this larp sao properly, and this is very common, if I try and larp and I'm trying to lift him from the point of contact, this is what may happen. Or alternatively, I think that I try and compensate with speed and I try and do this. Okay, so again, your hand is very strong here. I try and, still also not working. The correct way to do larp sao requires certain ingredients. When we do it properly, I'm not so much attacking his hand, but I come in and I break his whole structure. This is what we really want to do with the larp sao hand. Not to just trap his hand, but to break his structure, take his balance. That's really what I feel we should be trying to do instead of trying to trap a hand or anything else like this. Break structure. So how do we do that? Let's remove the distraction from here and just look at the larp sao hand from here. The ingredients we need for a successful larp. The first thing is forward intent, okay? Because if I can strike through, even if it was here, if I can strike through, that's all I want to do. I do not want to do two steps in Wing Chun, so I go larp sao, strike, or even larp sao, strike. Not like so. If this hand I feel confident that I can come through, I will go through. But because his structure and strength is too strong perhaps, I come forward and I can't. Now I can larp sao. From here, when I'm attacking forward towards him, I can do the larp sao drill. If I do not have that, and his hand is strong, and I don't have forward intent, I come through and I pull. No. Forward intent, first ingredient required for larp sao. Forward intent. If you can strike through, strike through. Unable to strike through, larp sao. Okay? Now, how to do the larp sao? Forward intent. Second intention is maintain even pressure between the elbow and here, not up here where many people do. So if your hand is strong again, once I try and put the larp sao pull there, not working. But forward intent, elbow here, shoulder, whole body structure, larp sao, like so. One way to think about this is the angle that I'm doing with my larp sao. Quite a common mistake I see is when people press from the fingers. So they open this angle here and the movement looks a little bit like that. Alternatively, from here, they think of pulling from here and the shoulder engages, and it's a little bit like this, okay? Really, there is very little involvement of the fingers or the muscles here at all. All I do when I larp sao is, I have forward intention there, then because I'm unable to go through, his force is too strong, I simply rotate my arm like so, which produces this arc more like this. So what does that look like here? Let's see, so if your hand is strong, please. The incorrect one, the first one where I force down here, I try and open the angle, not working. The second one, incorrect one, where I try and pull him back using the shoulder muscle, also not working. From here, I simply rotate the angle, larp sao, pull like there. That is how. Forward intent, not focused on the point of contact, rotate the whole arm and shoulder socket like so, like this. One last ingredient when we're practicing the larp sao is whole body rather than just this side. This side may look like I'm doing the larp, but if you wouldn't mind using two hands, please, so together strong. If I'm only thinking about this side of my body, my right side of the body, as I larp, I may do everything correctly. Forward intent, rotation of the shoulder socket, but I haven't engaged this side of the body. I'm only using my right side. Still, see, I push myself over. This time though, I use both sides of my body. Here, this side also is focused forward towards his center. Now, when I larp, I take his whole body structure that way. So these are all the sorts of things we need to work on when we're doing the larp sao drill. From here, both sides of my body are focused towards him. I contact here with forward force. I rotate the shoulder socket. It allows me to do the larp sao properly.